to do that. We're just trying to spread the gospel, and the more folks we can get it out to, the better. I want to talk to you today about controlling pastors. We've been kind of on a thing about fear and freedom. Controlling pastors. I've been around a few who, if they want to control everything. I want to tell you a little story that of an encounter I had when I was doing my chaplaincy many years ago at a large hospital, probably the largest hospital in the middle of Charlotte, North Carolina. I was doing my chaplaincy there, and this group of people was outside of this room. I was the on-call chaplain for the night. All I did was walk up and introduce myself. I'm Chaplain Hours. Is there anything that I could do? Maybe get you a soda or place to sit or whatever. Before I could even speak to these people, there's about 10 of them out there. This guy comes flying out the room, brother, brother, brother. And the first thing I'm thinking, well, you ain't my brother. I can tell you that right now. But what it was the preacher. These are my people. And I'll never forget the look on these people's face, like, please help us. Please, we're being abused here. There are people who do that. There are pastors who really have no business in ministry. Be careful who you're around. If you have a pastor who's abusing his authority, abusing his role as pastor, I would leave. I would go somewhere else. I've heard stories of pastors who wanted to check W-2s because they want to make sure that the people are tight. Well, that ain't my business and ain't no other pastor's business. That's between you and God. I'm going to preach about tithing. I'm going to teach about that. I'm going to try to model it. But that's between you and God. Those who preach fear constantly, who want to have control over people, be very, very leery of that, because the shepherd is actually here to love and to care for the people. Look at the model of Jesus. That is the perfect minister, the perfect pastor, if you will. And Jesus loved people. He never tried to force himself on people. He never tried to control them. He just was there with a message of love and compassion. Some accepted, some didn't. But we need to understand that there are pastors who are not those that really should be in ministry. Most pastors, just for the record, are very good, caring, loving people. You don't go into this line of work to try to get rich. You don't go into this trying to make a name for yourself or something else. But most are just wonderful, good people who are trying to do what they feel they have been called to do in God. But there are those who want to try to abuse that, and they want to scare people, and they want to have control of people. If you find yourself in that situation, I would suggest you go ahead and leave and move off. But I pray today that God would bless and keep you.